Morning all, it's Sue from IPSUM again. Hope you're okay and staying safe. So this is week 2 of our crafts to do at home, and this week our material of the week is going to be string. So I'm going to do 3 crafts using string as our main focus. Okay, so this week we're going to create some very attractive string pictures like this one. So it looks a little bit like an exotic lily or a water splash or something like that. They look very complicated, but actually really simple to do. So all you will need is string, some paper and some paint. So for the string, this is just some tiny sort of string I had around. You could try wool, you could try embroidery thread. Again, just be resourceful, anything string-like you've got around the house. In terms of paper, the bigger the contrast between the colour of the paint and the paper, the more dramatic effect. So that's why today I'm going to show you white paint on black paper. You could try black paint on white paper or coloured paper. Even if you've just got some line paper, it doesn't matter. But the best results are when you've got a big contrast. So in terms of paint, I'm going to use acrylic paint, which is nice and thick. If you've only got poster paint or watercolour in a tube, that's absolutely fine, as long as it's quite thick. Acrylic is going to give you the best results, but again, we're going to be resourceful. So I'm going to show you how to do a picture with 3 flowers on it today. So it's a bit of an experiment. So ideally, what you want is a piece of paper big enough that you can fold over like that. Okay, so again, any paper that you've got hanging around, this is just a piece of card I had. Okay, so I've just put some acrylic paint onto this old dish that I'm using as a palette, and the cleanest way I found of doing this is to use a brush as well. So what you do, I've got 3 different lengths of string here because I'm going to do 3 different size flowers. My longest length is just a little bit longer than the length of the paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my string, not fully, but about 3/4 of the way up into the paint, and I'm going to pull it along. So this, like I say, is the way I found that's the easiest. I've seen it where people have put them into cups of paint, which again is fine, but can be a little bit messy. So you want to try and coat your string that's completely coated without too many lumps. Now this is the tricky bit. So for my longest piece, I'm going to start it the furthest the way up, and I'm just going to put it down in a little bit of an S shape. Okay, so I'm going to curve it round and then bring it down like this. You see it already pulling away. So ideally, you just want to leave a little end bit coming down that you're going to be able to pull. So I'm going to take my next piece, my medium piece. So again, place it in the paint, not fully, about 3/4 of the way, and just pat along with the paint like so. So you can mix up colours, so if you wanted to put it in a couple of colours and try it, again, this is just an idea for you to then get experimental. So I'm then going to come the other way with the S, but I'm just going to come down the paper a little bit like so. And then finally, I'm going to put my tiny bit of string in, like so. So you see, I'm actually usually quite a messy worker, so I haven't made too much mess yet. Don't speak too soon. And then I'm just going to pop this little one down the bottom like so. Okay, right, here's for the fun bit. So you now close over your piece of paper or card. You can do this in a little sketch pad, so you can just close the pages together. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with the big one. So working out where our big one is, and I'm going to apply some pressure onto the string. Okay, so it's important you put pressure because that resistance is what's going to give you the effect. And I'm just going to tug at the string, and you can actually feel it making it shake. Take that out, put it to one side. Then I'm going to move on to the next one. Again, putting pressure on where the string is. Not too much pressure, you can't pull it out. And then finally onto the next one. You can do this with loads of different pieces of string. And then I'm going to just open it up see what sort of effects you get. So you get something a bit like this. So you can see where the string's pulled down, you get all of these lovely lines and stuff like that. And that is how you do a string painting. If you want to share any of your pictures with us, then you can share it with the hashtag IPSUM Swindon on any of our social media, and we look forward to seeing your pictures. Take care, guys. Speak to you soon.